just asked my 13-year-old nephew if he had been watching The Acolyte, to which he replied, "No, I'm glad I haven't." I asked why, and he said because he said he heard it sucks and that he heard it ruined Anakin. Man, I hate YouTubers. This is where we are. It's YouTubers' fault, everyone. It's YouTubers' fault that Star Wars is ruined. And hey, before we begin, could you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button? It's a free thing you could do to help out the channel. And look at that. We are almost at 90K. I really appreciate it. Now let's see about all that ruining Star Wars business. Now, on a side note, because we've been talking about Wikipedia, apparently this guy Jordan has resigned. Look what he said. After much discussion and consideration, I've resigned from the Wikipedia social media team. I love and appreciate all of you, and it's been a pleasure working with you. May the Force be with you. Interesting, after all the drama that they've been through. But that's not why you're here. Look at the title of this headline. The Acolyte continues a long, tragic Star Wars tradition, ruining the Jedi. I think most of us that watch this channel totally agree with that was Kathleen Kennedy's plan all along, to just kind of wreck the Jedi and just dwindle them down to something else so she can build them back up in the Rey movie that will be coming out maybe in a few years. Who knows? But I think that was the plan all along, just to make the Jedi kind of obsolete and stupid, and nobody wants to be a hero anymore. You know, the Jedis aren't the good guys. Everybody remembers that. So let's just wipe them out, and we can reconstruct them any way we want. And Forbes isn't the only media calling this stuff out. Look at this headline. You knew the Acolytes Jedi were all going to go out like punks. And they did. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to see media calling this stuff out now. Basically saying, yeah, what's the Jedi are being ruined. They're going out like punks. But what do you guys think is really happening? But let's get into this article. The author of this article asked a question. He says, remember when the Jedi were cool? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. It's been such a very, very long time. He goes on to say long before Disney took over Lucasfilm and Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Willow IP. I've had this thought running through my head lately. You can have too much of a good thing. It's the whole less is more notion. Now, what this author of this article is trying to say is that every time I see a Star Wars show on Disney Plus, they just wreck everything that I've known and love about Star Wars. And, you know, I agree with you. They were trying to be nice, saying, you know, maybe if there was less Jedi, you know, if they wouldn't ruin it. You know, maybe if there was less of this, they wouldn't ruin it. Maybe if there was less than that, they wouldn't ruin it. But sorry, that's their whole goal here. Their entire goal is to basically destroy what came from the past and change it for their future. The future that they think is going to bring people to watch and enjoy Star Wars. The article goes on to basically show just how dumb the Jedi are, that they don't even care about it. And we're talking about Lucasfilm because it's like, here's Jedi 1, he died off screen. Here's Jedi 2, Carrie-Anne Moss, the master, was killed with a little tiny baby knife. You know, the Wookiee Jedi was just killed off screen. Nobody cares about him. And that's basically it. They're saying, like, there's no care for them anymore. They're basically red shirt guys from Star Trek. And I think Leslie Headland even had the nerve to say that's all the Jedi are. Like, we're telling a different story here. You know, it's about the twins that were created by the thread, which is now the Force. If people don't see that everything that George Lucas put together in Star Wars is being torn down right in front of us to be recreated into whatever Kathleen Kennedy wants, you guys are blind to it, because that's exactly what she's doing. And she's done it. The author then asked this question: do you remember when they were cool? And I believe that answer is yes. I think many people watching this video can relate and say, yeah, I remember a time when the Jedi were cool. And I believe for many people, not everyone, but for many, seeing Luke Skywalker at the end of Mandalorian season 2 was kind of like a, yeah, see, that's a Jedi. That's the Jedi that I know. That's Luke. Remember him from the original? I got to save my friends. I'm not going to kill my father. I believe that there's good in him. He's not going to turn me over to the Emperor. He's going to do the right thing when it all comes down to it, you know? And then we had the prequels, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon, all these amazing Jedi that were cool. And now fast forward to Disney Star Wars. We get to see Luke again in The Last Jedi, but they beat him down, made him a hermit because what? He had like 2 seconds of a bad moment with Kylo Ren. That's not the Jedi that we know. And how about Ahsoka? Ahsoka is, I'm going to fight like the Jedi. I'm going to use the Jedi powers. I'm going to train people like a Jedi would, but I am not a Jedi. And that's on all her merch and marketing. It says, I am not a Jedi. So Disney's pushing that. They're like, Jay, that was her character before. I'm just saying, many people can agree that she should have died in Order 66. But she's not. She's alive. And she technically is not a Jedi, even though she's going to do all the Jedi things, right? So there's that. Now we have the Acolyte, where the Jedi are just nothing but red shirts from Star Trek. And I think Leslie Headland made a joke about that. I mean, that's it. They're just bumbling. They just show up. The masters are just getting killed by butter knives. And there's nothing to that. And honestly, if people don't see what they're trying to do here, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The Jedis are not the good guys. They're not the heroes. They are the arrogant, power-hungry, they're actually making them look like the bad guys here. And I think what's going to happen when they finally get the chance, and it might be in this Rey film, who knows, Kathleen Kennedy will get her wish. She will be able to recreate the Jedi in whatever way, shape, or form that suits her the best. And she could just take that and run with it. And that's how the Jedi will be moving forward in Star Wars, if you even have an audience left. But what do you think? Do you think they are trashing the Jedi to make them something else? Or do you think they're just that dumb that they don't even understand how it all works? Or you could just say, Jay, you're reaching. I don't think so. It's just a series. Just stop it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We got 3 episodes left of The Acolyte, and already that has been one divisive show. And a lot of stuff slinging on how Star Wars has changed forever because of it. But we'll see how it ends up. Stay with us. This is Jay. We'll catch you next time.